It is finally here. The video so many of you have asked for. A how-to video to show you a straightforward step-by-step way to make this beautiful but surprisingly simple foldout for your junk journal. Whether you would like to add more writing space or hide some special artwork, the possibilities are endless and they are so much fun to discover and create. And you can even add an additional pocket. So I show you how, and without further ado, let's jump right in. For my foldout, I thought I would like to have more writing space, and so I used this coffee dyed paper, and we need to have it down as a square, and for the cover, this black cardboard. Okay, so the most important thing is that you have a perfect square. This one is 8 inches by 8 inches, and so you can either score at the 8-inch mark if you have a scoreboard, or there's also a very easy way of creating a perfect square, no matter the size, when you are folding a triangle like you can see here in the video. If you fold it perfectly so that the side is aligning and you have a triangle, you always will have a perfect square. And then you can cut off the leftover right side, either like I do it here with a cutter, or you can use a craft knife or your scissors, or you can even tear it if you like to. As the next step, let's get the size for our cover right. So I use a thin cardboard for the cover. I think it works best. And I like to have a small border around the fold out paper. So my paper is 8 by 8 inch. So the cover will be 8 and a quarter inch, and just cut it to size. That will be the length, and the width I will show you in a little bit. So the length is the size of the unfolded paper plus a little bit on both sides, as you can see here. And now if we fold the paper in half, which if you would like to have lines, not along the lines but across the lines, so that you later when you unfold it have the lines in the correct writing space. And here you can see this is now like if the paper is folded in half, that's the size for the width of your cover. So in my case, it's 4 1/8 inch or 10.5 centimeter by 21 centimeters. This one here, like the cover, needs to be folded in half as well. You can either score it again on the scoreboard, or like I do it here, just fold it in half. Okay, so now let's get to the folding bit. We folded it in half across the lines, as I said before, because later when you unfold it here, you would like to have it horizontally. And then here on a triangle, and here again on a triangle. Try to get it as straight as possible so that later when you fold and unfold it, that it is matching. You can see I used a used paper that had some folds before, and at a later point you can see that I'm struggling a little bit with that. Try to be exact when you do this. So, and now you can see when you fold it in half, you are just then pushing the triangle from the right side inside. Can you see it here? And use your bone folder or your fingernails to make crisp sides, and then the same on the other side. Just folding the triangle on itself. Again, going with the bone folder over it. And here you have this triangle. You can see the sides, again, this are folded to the middle, exactly to the middle. And then on the other side, the pointy bit folded as a triangle, again, exactly to the middle. So there's both ends meet. And then on the other side, the same. Pointy bit exactly to the middle of the large triangle, and now the last side, the fourth side, same thing. Okay, and then like before, make sure that your edges are very crisp, and then like before, you are opening this up and folding the triangle that you folded before in on itself. Can you see it? Now on the other side, exactly the same, folding the triangle inside on itself. And now it looks a little bit like a house that is standing on its roof. And now with the third corner here, you can see I'm struggling a little bit because the paper was a little bit crooked, but I managed. It's a little bit crooked, but it's okay. At the end of the day, it's a junk journal. So, but yeah, try to be as precise as possible. And here, the last corner, folding the triangle in on itself. Okay, and here you can see. Now you can open it up. That's all there is. And now we can glue it into the cover. Most important thing is that the pointy bit that looks like the top of the roof of the house needs to be directly aligned with the fold in the middle of the cover. You can see here, when I open it up, you can, with a bone folder or a knife or your fingernails, smooth out any air bubble that is underneath. You can push it down and then fold it back in on itself. And now we also glue the other side of this house shape of our fold out into the cover here. You can see very easy. And again, like really pressing it down nicely with a bone folder. And here, that's it. I used, for this journal, you might remember, I use a digital printout von Rach and Bella Crafts. I will link it down below. And I thought it would be nice to use one of these patchwork flowers as a decorating for the cover. I like that one here. Again, using my bone folder, pressing it all down nicely, making sure that no glue is seeping out on the sides. And yeah, so now it can go into my junk journal. You can see it will be a gift for somebody as a dream journal, and I thought your dream worlds on top of it was so nicely fitting. I would like to have this one as a pocket, and I decided that the pocket goes to the left hand side so that the tag is not covering the words on top. And I decided to use double-sided tape to attach it to my junk journal. Okay, And now you can see I really managed, because I didn't look properly, that I did the first strip on one of the 4 sides that exactly was the side that needs to be open for the pocket. Yeah, it's always pays off to check twice, like where you put your things. Here's a little trick. When you use double-sided tape, sometimes when the tape is a little bit older, it can be really, really sticky, and sometimes it's hard to get it off. And I used a needle here to get it under the top layer, and then it's way easier to get it apart. And so I can just glue it in, press it down, and yeah, that is my pocket that is opening to the left side of the journal. And yeah, you can have it at the top, or you can glue it down fully, or you can even have it as a belly band. So I had prepared the tag before in a previous video and coffee dyed it, and I thought it would be nice if it has a little bit more of a decoration, and decided to use this ribbon here, or this lace ribbon on the top, because you can see the tag is a little bit taller, so it is looking or is hanging over the page, and so you can see it from both sides, and I think it looks nice at the edge of it. So here we are. I hope you managed to follow along, you enjoyed the video, that you found it easy enough to do. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and please don't forget to subscribe. Bye for today. Hope to see you soon.